This is the YouTuber Weekly News with your host, Manhattan. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the YouTuber Weekly News. I am your host, Manhattan, and frankly, I am quite excited to present you this new show. Now, in the sake of the news, let's get on with the news. First of all, we will go to the trending videos on YouTube. The literal first thing that I witnessed. See, I don't have my papers in order. The literal first thing I witnessed was the SNL sketch called Trump's People's Court. This, somehow or another, is number one on the trending list as of 6 o'clock Sunday night. I reviewed it, and I have to say, frankly, I was a little amused. But I realize, unlike some mongrels, that this is not an exact representation of what has happened over the past 2 weeks with the travel ban going on. Sure, Trump was a bit rushed in his taxes, and I don't necessarily agree with his ban, but I understand he was trying to send a message: do not fuck with our country or me. But of course, Trump is a meme magnet, so SNL continues its hilarious onslaught of his presidency. It's satire, so I recommend if you need a good chuckle. And honestly, quite frankly, they did the same thing with past presidents before, and I honestly have to say, it happens. I mean, we haven't really given this guy much of a chance yet, but we should. So, moving on. Speaking of Trump, actually, where is it? Actually, we have another thing about Trump. Now, this one's not as high-end as Saturday Night Live, although most crap isn't anyway. But speaking of Trump, and he knows that you are, he's the fucking president, Meryl Streep got to take the high road today while accepting her Ally Award. The hell is an Ally Award? Oh. Well, while she's accepting her Ally Award, anyway, she kind of forces in the line about Trump calling her the most overrated actress in all of Hollywood as a snappy comeback to him while accepting an award. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Trump actually called her the most overrated actress in the world, and, well, she got offended. And it's actually kind of cringeworthy to watch. I mean, it's only 1 minute and 20 seconds long, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to watch it. And mostly, it's because that you might be overrated if you can't let go of what Trump said. I mean, the dude said a lot of things in the past, and not a lot of them are, necessarily the best things to say in the world, but unfortunately, he said them, so we can't really change that fact. But honestly, Meryl, please, honey, I understand it. You're an actress, and you're very high-end and everything, and I really appreciate the work that you do, but come on, sweetie. Let go of it. Please, just let go of it. But I have to remember, this is 2017, and most people in this generation are all sissies who get easily offended, so never mind. What am I talking about? In other news, Marvel Studios has just released its first behind-the-scenes look at the Avengers Infinity War movie, set to be released in, well, the first one, set to be released in 2018. And to no surprise, it has obtained over 7 million views within the past week. A lot more than I ever will, quite frankly, but hey, needless to say, I'm in anticipation for those movies, and I can't wait. I was sitting there fanboying at this whole thing, so honestly, I'm very excited about it. A constant update on those movies and other movies, give me recommendations of what movies you want to know about, will be in this show very shortly within the next week or so. Now, in sex news, we just went there really quick, didn't we? SciShow, a relatively popular YouTube channel, has a new video discussing male birth control. Whatever your opinion is, it doesn't matter to me. Don't give a fuck. All I say is just check it out. Keep your options open. You know who I'm talking to. But seriously, no, it's a very informative video, so I recommend you check it out. See what you think of it for yourself. Me personally, hey, I agree with it. But, that's just my opinion. And another video within the information sphere, Matthew Centaur has released his 60th episode for 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. If you want to learn more stuff about random things, learn from the OG knowledge whale himself. Props to you, Matt. Keep it going. Love your channel. Within the sphere of the gaming world, YouTubers Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and the Game Grumps have all released videos within this past week. I recommend all of them. Even though Markiplier does a couple comedy sketches here and there, they're they're pretty funny, and it's a nice refresher from the same old, But I honestly recommend his videos, and I recommend Jacksepticeye's videos this week, especially Jack's coverage of the Resident Evil and Markiplier's coverage of Resident Evil 7. They're fantastic. Game Grumps are doing a Legend of Zelda game. It was like a CDI-ROM game or something from back in the early 90s or something, some crappy Zelda game that nobody wanted to play. And considering that I'm a diehard fan, I'm always going to check that out. So honestly, check out the boys. They're doing really good this week. Well, in crap news, the empire known as PewDiePie continues to shovel crap onto the beloved social media site known as YouTube. Not to dish you, Pewds, but you have strayed from the original path, my son. You are way too effing weird, dude. Tone it down a little bit. Seriously. Go back to what you did before. Video games. That's what we all came there for. But nowadays, just happens. Speaking of crap news, Filthy Frank, after a short hiatus between videos, has released another video called Hitler's Evil Son. Now, I love Francis of the Filth. I absolutely love the guy to death. His satire is more than standard, and that's what more than most can say. But the new video with Pink Eye is absolutely amazing and just hilarious, especially at the end. You have to just watch to understand. I mean, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but it's definitely Filthy Frank material. Like, Pink Eye is one of my favorite characters of all time. Just check him out, He's just watch the guy. That's all I can say. Oh, also, in other information news, I forgot to mention this. In other information news, we have the Film Theorist. Now, honestly, I know film theory. Come on, film theory is not that informative, but MatPat does use real life science and everything to determine how things work in video games and film and everything, and I appreciate it and everything. But if you just want to geek out, and just learn something about movies and stuff like that and how they operate within their sphere of reality, go check him out. He's got a new one on Memes. I haven't personally watched it yet, but from what I've heard, it's really good. So definitely check that out. I'm very anxious to watch it. I'm actually going to watch it after this. Finally, in world news, everyone is offended. Go figure! Sissies. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will keep you up to date on all the trends and videos of the most popular YouTubers on a weekly basis. Love you. Bye. This has been the YouTuber Weekly News with your host, Manhattan. There's literally nothing on these papers. Like, nothing. See? I was reading off a script. I was reading off a script on my, I was reading off a script on my computer, so, I'm high tech. Bye!